everyone. Scrappy Kathy here with a slightly late edition of Shimelle's Sketches Reimagined with Sara Scraps. I'm really thrilled to have been asked to collaborate with Sara on her series. I love her series, and I love every one of her sketches and every one of her layouts. So I especially love how simple and flexible and open to interpretation this sketch is. It's great. There's a panel that includes, in this case, a couple photos, some journaling in the center, some subtitle here, title down here. So I have just recently, like today, I think, come into possession of these two photos of my granddaughter Katie, the one who just graduated from high school, got a car, just got her driver's license, got a job, and started college on Monday. So, but this is how I think of her. This goofy little girl kind of sitting up there with an obviously staged photo and a staged photo kind of smile. And then there's the real smile with those big sparkling eyes. So as soon as I got this, the word sparkle came to mind. So with this, taking this opportunity to use a lot of Sparkle City. I think I have a little bit of Glitter Girl in there. My fussy cut flowers are from that sheet in my 6x6 Glitter Girl. I've got an embellishment, and my journaling block are cut from this journaling pad. And let me see if I have one of the purple ones. It's just so cool. Anyway, I cut this out of it and I sized it down to, let me get that little corner off because that's important. I sized it down to fit between the two photos and still give me a chance to add some sparkle. So we'll see how that all comes together. So I'm going to sit down now that I see that where the layout is right here is in camera range, because I sometimes get excited and move it around. So this is the sketch. Easy to remember. It looks like there's some layers that are different lengths and different heights and so forth. So we'll play with that. I'm using basically scraps other than this background page. And this is a Sparkle City background. And I hate losing all these, but I do have another page of these. I love the little to-go Chinese box. So I'm going to put this, I'm going to mount, I've put foam on the back of my panel. I just recently reconnected my old Mac, which has been out of service in a closet for about 1.5 years. And it has old versions of software. And my old word processing program allowed me to put this edge on photos. So I am never upgrading it because I love that kind of torn edge. And so let me get enough about how excited I am to have my Mac back. The other thing is that its software is compatible with my old scanner, whereas my new MacBook is not. So put that there. And then we'll go, I'll have this maybe like that. That should work. So I'll just mount it on the page. Again, I hate to lose those cameras, but I'll get over it. Okay, and let me just do this. And I'm going to set this off so that things are kind of offset. in the same way that not exactly the same way, but similarly to that. So the next thing I want to do is put this on and make sure that I can fit the sparkle in there. I may have to underlap it, but I'm going to put this over. I have to be careful because that's photo paper under it, and we all know how adhesive loves to stick to photo paper. So let me do that. And then I've got this on foam as well. I'm going to stick it in under there like that. Now that I'm doing that, I think I didn't need to put it as far over. So luckily, I hadn't pushed it down too far. Let's see. That's the part I want perpendicular to the top. Okay, there. Now I want to add these strips because I have them and because they work well. Let me connect them to each other this way, not completely parallel to one another. And I'm going to kind of slide that up under there and let the black and white go. Let's see, maybe do it this way. Okay, that's just kind of an extra that doesn't go along with the sketch, but I'm going to be adding my title here. I'm going to use, I fussy cut several elements from this sheet. I love it. And so I want this to go down here. Okay, now I'm going to add in some other, I've got my very last touch is going to be these sequins. They're from Spiegel Mom Scraps, and they're a special mix designed for the Redefined Creative Cuts Club, and I didn't use them on my Cuts Club project, and I love the colors. I'm picking up the aqua that's in there and in some of these flowers. So I've got 3 flower clusters that are from that Glitter Girl paper, and I thought maybe one could go there right at that corner. So I'll do that. That's my biggest one, and I especially like it because it's got the turquoise flower. Okay, so that's good there. I've got this with a cut-off end, and those on there had that cut-off end, so I'm going to use it as a basis for a small flower cluster, and this one's going to have the pink flower there. And then I thought I'd work a butterfly into the mix, kind of right there. Let me see if I can get this actually on there. And because it's something with a small center of gravity, kind of tottering on top of something else, I'm going to put some liquid glue, which will hold it on there. And likewise, I'll put some liquid glue on this butterfly. Let me make sure I get that back up. Okay, that's gonna have to... This butterfly was cut out of a scrap of Vicky Bouton paper from a very early collection. Maybe All the Good Things. Okay, this I thought could go here, which makes kind of a nice triangle, and I'll figure out where to put. I think I may just kind of sneak that camera in there, and I may cut some off the bottom to make it look like it's tucked farther back in there. It's coming together really quickly, which I find to be the case with Shimelle sketches anyway. She's genius in that she designs sketches that are very versatile and easy to adapt. In other words, reimagine, as Sara does in her series. So I'm going to tuck this in and not absolutely straight. Okay, there. Now, I think I have everything I need. Here I've got my journaling kind of right smack dab in the middle, kind of talking about how this is how I think of Katie, and no matter how old she ever gets, I always will. I'm gonna just kind of pour these out. I'm gonna use a variety of these around, just kind of to draw your eye to the cluster with that sparkle. And I'm not going to put a lot of them. Maybe 3 little, see if I can find another one of those without the hole in it. Go here. I haven't used any of these big sequins, and I wonder if I could kind of get one of those in under there. I'll think about that one. Okay, the next thing I want to do are some copper. And I'm following my inner Christina in making the sequins in each. I'm using the same sequins in each cluster. The cluster itself will contain different sequins. Now this little tiny blue, I'm not sure what I want to do with that. Let me get one of those small copper ones for that top cluster, and then I need one more sequin or dot. I could do Nouveau drops, but there are some really tiny blue sequins here that are calling my name. So I think I'll go with those. Hopefully I can get hold of, where did that one go? I see it. It's gotten stuck in some of the errant glue there. Put this up here. And one more of those. They're kind of thick. They're really unusual. I haven't ever seen those sequins before, that kind of sequin before. Okay, I think this is done. I really appreciate your watching, and I again thank Sara for inviting me to join her. This is such a fun series. Hope you'll catch her when she does her next edition of it. And here's some of the details. I'll be posting this tonight as soon as it gets uploaded. So you're seeing same day scrapping here. So thank you very much for watching. Go reimagine some Shimelle sketches. Try this one. I think you'll love it. It's sketch 26, dated June 27th of 2013 at www.shimelle.com. So you should be able to get hold of it if you want any details, but basically it's just really simple. I use different photo orientations than there because that's kind of what I had, but it's a very forgiving sketch that you can dress up as much as you want. Bye.